So a few years ago, I had one of the toughest times I've ever had, and it was around my relationship. And things were so uncertain, I cannot describe to you how unsettling that feeling was. Although chances are that you've landed on this video, I'm pretty sure that you understand and you've been through something similar. And what I learned during that time, I remember distinctly one day, my mind, my thoughts were racing and it was panicking me. Not so much the content of the thoughts, but the speed of the thoughts. And I don't know what happened. I don't know where the idea came from, but I just dropped my awareness from my head, from my mind into my heart, and the chaos just stopped. It just stopped. And I went back up and I came back down and it was blah, 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 silence, blah, silence. And that was my certainty in the uncertainty. It takes repetition. It's not always easy. In fact, most of the time it's not easy. But you know, that's the spiritual path. So I want this practice to strengthen you and to armor you with the knowledge and the experience that you can always come to that certainty within. If every single thing in your life has flipped 180 degrees upside down, you can still find certainty. The only way out is in. The only way out is in. So I want this to invigorate you and provide you with a safe space, but also tangible tools so that you can feel great on that mat, but off the mat as well. All right, that's enough chin wagging from me. It's going to be a slow practice. I'm on my period, so get your comfies on. You don't need to have tight lycra on for this class. It's going to be slow and juicy. So much love. Enjoy. All right, so this class is going to be totally on the ground. We're going to be seated. I've got a block underneath my bum because I like to have my hips higher than my knees, so feel free to do that. Or with a book, as always, so that you can make this accessible at home. Finding comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. And then closing the eyes down. Let's take a few breaths deeply in through the nostrils and fully out through the mouth. And as you breathe in and out in this way, I want you to consciously bring your awareness down from your mind, from your head, into your chest and heart space. And as you do that, as you call your awareness down from the head in towards the heart, I want you to simultaneously invite softness through the belly, through the hips, the jaw, the eyebrow center. Softening the shoulders and softening anywhere in your body where you notice that you are gripping or clinging or grasping. We're spending a little bit of time here because I want to embed this sensation and this experience into your memory so that next time you are in the height of uncertainty, where everything feels like it's slipping from underneath you, that you have a reference point of a space and a state that you can always access. Introducing a little bit of movement. So as you inhale now, gently pull the chest up and forward. And as you exhale, concave the spine, pressing the mid-back behind you. Making these breaths as long as is necessary for you to truly release tension. Allowing your shoulders to be included in this movement now. Pulling them back and then rolling them forwards. And just pausing here for a moment in a neutral spine and just shake out the shoulders a little bit. Often in uncertainty, we can experience anxiety, which is you trying to grip on and control the uncontrollable. So just loosening the grip a little bit of those shoulders and that gripping. You can let a bit of sound out here if that feels nice, really nice for the nervous system. Just allowing the body to shake. And you can do this exactly as I'm doing it, or please do follow your own intuition. If there's a movement that your body's calling for, follow that, because your body is so wise. Releasing this movement slowly. And taking a couple of minutes here, not minutes, moments. Taking a couple of moments to notice the sensations. And I want you to become aware of how it feels, literally in the moment, for your awareness to travel down from the mind and into the body, into sensation. I want you to become totally aware of that process so that you can access it again and again and again. Let's inhale, open the arms wide, reach the fingers back, lift the gaze. Exhale, bring the hands together. Inhale, like wings, open, create space. Exhale. You can build the momentum here, or you can stay super slow and juicy. Again, this is your body, this is your practice. So I want you to move in a way that brings a sense of inner certainty. I'm going to start to circle here now. Again, accentuating the movement and the sensation through the heart space, encouraging that heart-centered awareness. Last one here. Again, taking a moment, Notice what's happening. Notice if you've started to grip again. The lower belly is always the one for me. You know, we've been trained to hold in the stomach. So just notice if, while you've been concentrating on the movement, if you've started to grip again, and just inviting some softness there. From here, if you were sat on a block, just popping that out to the side. And let's head into tabletop position. I'm going to go this way today. Give those legs a little bit of a release from being sat cross-legged. So setting up a nice sturdy tabletop here, spreading the fingers wide, gripping onto the mat, making sure the spine feels stable. And just take a moment here to press down into the ground with the hands, the palms, the fingers, pressing the tops of the feet, the shins, down into the mat. Breathing in and out through the nose here. And I want you to experience the charge and the solidity of the ground underneath you. And let's go into some cat-cow. So inhale, arch the spine. Exhale to round through the back. Inhale. Exhale. We're going intentionally slow and juicy here so that you can get totally acquainted with the sensations of being in your body. Because the uncertainty comes when we are gripping and chasing through the mind, and it's rattling around, spiraling up and down around every possible outcome of the situation that you are worried about. And when we come down into the body with our awareness through movement, conscious breath, we bring solidity and certainty to an otherwise uncertain and unsettling feeling. Tucking the toes. On your next exhalation, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, long, slow breaths here, pressing the hands into the mat, sending your bum, your hips up towards the back of the room. And then starting to walk out your heels super slowly. Inhaling to lift one side, exhaling down to the other. And then grounding both heels down, feeling sensations across the back of the legs. And then from here, we're going to step our left leg forward first today, honouring the feminine. Inhaling all the way up into a lunge. And I just want you to pulse here a little bit, just pulsing up and down, having the arms low, the body is soft. We're staying low to the ground in this practice. Bringing a little bit of heat, a little bit of intensity to the sensation before dropping the back knee down. We're going to inhale, reach forward, exhale back. And let's swap over the breathing pattern there. Inhale, open, exhale, reach forward. Again, just like those circles in the beginning, I want you to follow your own movement. So make this your own, make it as big or as small as you like. Open the arms. Let's hold here for a few breaths, shining that heart space forward. Lifting the gaze. Place the hands down. Exhale, tip the hips back. Send that left leg back. Open knees, big toes together. Balasana, child's pose. Such a beautiful asana for finding certainty in uncertain situations. So grounding, presencing, safe. And let's do the same on the other side. So lifting up, coming into your downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here just to get acquainted again with this strong, familiar position. And then stepping the right leg forward this time, taking that low but lifted lunge to begin with. Inhale, reach the arms back, open the heart. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale. Exhale. We've swapped it around. So let's start to bob. Told you I was feeling abstract and non-linear. So let's pulse. Pulse through the hips, building some heat, some sensation. Before lowering that back knee. And now we'll take our nice floaty movement. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Inhale, open, reach the heart forward, reach the fingers back. Lift the gaze. Exhale to gently place the hands down. Tip the hips back. Big toes come together. Knees nice and wide. Balasana, child's pose. Exhaling through the mouth. That feels nice. And you can rest your forehead on your book or block if that works for you. And this practice really is an embodiment of the definition of yoga. Yoga is the stilling of the fluctuations of the mind. Yoga's chitta, vritti, nirodha. And when the mind is racing, it's obviously not still. So by drawing the awareness down from the mind, down into the heart space, down into the body, we can come into that effortless stillness that is the state of yoga. And from here, we're going to close practice with a final reclined heart opener. So if you've got your block or book, placing that about 3/4 along the mat, or a third or a quarter from the top. And we want to have that widthways underneath the back of our heart space, just to give a bit of elevation. Feel free to use a cushion underneath the head if this feels a little bit too intense on the neck. And you might like to add a little bit of hip opening as well with a butterfly position through the legs. For the last few moments here together, breathing deeply and intentionally all through the heart space. can breathe in and out through the nostrils, or you can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slow and steady. And from here, you can either stay in this position for your Shavasana or gently release the block or the book from underneath. Oh, if you can get it. And then taking a few moments in Shavasana, flat on the back, loads of space between your legs, between your hands and your body. Fidget around as much as you need to get comfy. Fix your ponytail, fix your jumper, put your socks on. And then allow yourself to melt into this certainty, this inner certainty that you yourself have created. And if you have a little bit more time that you'd like to spend integrating this practice, then by all means stay lay on your back for as long as feels right for you. If, like me, you are ready to move on, aka you are hungry for your dinner, then slowly start to move your fingers, your toes, rolling through your wrists and your ankles, bending into your knees and your elbows. Have a little yawn. Reawaken your body in any way that feels good for you today. And actually, just an encouragement to touch your body. So running your hands over your belly, your chest, maybe giving your arms a little squeeze. That always helps me to come into my body and feel safe and grounded when things feel a little bit. From here, rolling over onto one side, using your arm as a pillow. And then pressing yourself up to seated. Let's close practice. Bringing our hands together. And I want you to feel into the sensation here of this pressure between your palms, this stability. And again, sealing in this feeling so that you can access this feeling off the mat as well as on the mat. That you can always find certainty in the uncertainty. It requires surrendering the illusion of control and going inward right into the middle of the intensity of the sensation, right into the eye of the storm. Soften as much as possible there and breathe. One breath, one step at a time. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And inhale for Om. Om. Namaste, beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying these yoga classes. And yeah, turn on the notification bell because I'm doing one yoga class every week in the Yoga to Feel series. So look forward to seeing you virtually, digitally, next class. So much love.